Good evening, everybody. This is Kaiju Media, and today I'm doing one of my favorite figures ever. This is the light up Neca 18-inch Knifehead. And I would probably argue the fact that it's 18 inches, so I'm going to do a figure comparison with it, a figure that's actually 18 inches tall. I'm thinking they're saying that because of the length of him, but he's actually a lot longer. He's like 20 feet and length and width. So, all right, let's get to the figure review. First of all, I'm going to do the box artwork. The box artwork, oh my gosh, this is like some of the best box artwork I've ever seen for a figure in my entire life. It is just spectacular and phenomenal. From the movie, the original movie, Pacific Rim. I remember going to, I'll share you guys a quick story about how I went to go see this movie. The opening scene with Knifehead in it, going against Gypsy Danger. I was so completely floored by the amount of action and just detail in the CGI, because CGI tends to be very sometimes at a time you could tell it's digital, so the computer like so. But the Guillermo del Toro, who put his, I don't want to make this a review about the movie, but I've actually done a review about about Pacific Rim, the original Pacific Rim, anyways, in my earlier original channel where I do movie reviews. If you guys want to check it out one of these days, it's called The 80s Live Again, because I changed it up. But this is the light up Knifehead, and let's get back to I just wanted to tell you guys what I got out of my seat. That's how awesome the opening scene from Pacific Rim was. And let's get back to the box artwork. It says here, right here, light up eyes and mouth, and it does. And I will show you guys that in case you guys don't have it. Down here you can see the Pacific Rim logo for the Jaggers and the military operation. Kaiju Knifehead, Pacific Rim, and as you can see the drift symbol on it. This is for the Jaggers right here, of course, and let's look at the side of the box. Just from every angle, the side box artwork is awesome. It is so wow. Out right here you can see Gypsy Danger going against Knifehead. It's this figure. They say this figure has 25 points of articulation, but I beg to differ, because I'm going to look at that right now, and I'll tell you another little. And down here you can see all the Jaggers you can collect. Some of these Jaggers come in an 18-inch scale, and down here none of these Kaiju come. These are all 7.5-inch figures. And okay, this is the other side of the box. The box is beautiful. It's a lot of color, and that's just the box. The figure is just wow. Holy moly, holy Toledo here. Look at the side. This guy's big, all right. He is big, but I think what they're talking about as far as 18 inches or 20 feet, they're talking about length and width. All right, I got that wrong. I'm sorry, but all right, let's take a look at the figure. The figure is, I will show you guys the light up feature and the articulation. Let's look at the head, and the head is just amazing, truly spectacular. This rivals X Plus really, because there's a lot of other besides X Plus. It's not like X Plus is the only toy company that does statues that are 100% movie accurate. This, my friends, is kaijurific. This, my friend, is kaiju-tastic vinyl. It's 100% approved kaijurific here. So even before I give it a rating, okay, let's take a look at the eyes. And the eyes, these are the way the eyes look without the light. I'll show you that right now in a couple minutes from now. The eyes look truly menacing, sinister, monstrous. And the teeth, let's take a look at the teeth. The teeth are individually sculpted. He has two rows of teeth. I can't really lift up his head because I will tell you more about what it was like getting him. I bought him off of eBay, got a great deal, and you can see the inside. It's a lot like the movie. These teeth right here are pretty sharp, so I wouldn't play with them too much. And all right, the head is surrounded by a massive plate-like, bone-like horn that extends from his, and you can see some jagged edges right here on. It's like a hammer shark basically, because, and then you can see the lights right here when he comes out of the ocean. They look like extra eyes. It looks like, and right here, down here, right here, facing him, he has like a sharp edges to his chin. And let's take a look at the body now. The body is just 100% screen accurate, truly kaiju-tastic. I love it, and he has like an armor plate right here in his front to protect himself from his enemy, I'm guessing. And then you can see a couple of bumps right here towards his neck. And okay, and then he has 4 arms. His 2 arms are actually smaller than his actual. If you've seen the movie, I'm sure a lot of you seen the movie, where he actually uses his arms in battle against Gypsy Danger. He is a class 3 kaiju. Category 3 kaiju, I'm sorry. And okay, let's make our way down here to the massive arms. The arms have, you can see some articulation. I'm going to move the arms a little bit. The fingers actually. The fingers are articulated. You could kind of pose them a little bit. It's not much. It's pretty stiff. But it really doesn't matter because he really, oh my God, good. He is just too awesome. He really rivals an X Plus, even an X Plus gigantic series figure, because just how well made and how they really, Neca really put their heart into this, because the movie was so awesome, the first movie anyways. And all right, down here, let's look at his feet. The feet have a little bit of, looks like they have a little bit of articulation, but not really. They're pretty stiff. That's what I found out. Let's look at his other foot. His other foot, he has 3 black sharp nails coming out of his where his toes are supposed to be. Let's turn him around, so we can see the back of him. The back of him is equally massively awesome, kaijurific here. Look at, he has like what looks like a huge bone armor plate backpack. It looks like. That is truly monstrous, growing out of his back, and you notice the huge horns coming out of him. It looks just fantastic, because if you guys notice Guillermo del Toro's style, if you guys watch Hellboy, the original Hellboy, anyways, all the creatures on that movie have a Guillermo del Toro style touch to them. So all the creatures from Pacific Rim have the same style, where you could see a lot of luminescent lights coming out of the creatures most of the time, and it is truly awe-inspiring because what went into making these. And there's the stand right there. I'm gonna show you guys if he could stand up. I've never actually tried to see if he'll stand up with the stand, but let me go back to the tail. The tail is pretty simple, but at the same time pretty killer. The tail's killer. See, the end of the tail has like a, I don't really want to move it. I don't know if I never tried to move it, because, okay, on the box it says some assembly required, so you have to put the head on him, and you have to put his tail on. It comes in 2 pieces, and what happened when I put the tail on, it kept coming off, it kept falling off, and one of his, I think it's the left leg that kept falling off, so I had to super glue that because it kept falling off. And yeah, this figure definitely has some quality control issues, as far as I'm concerned. And a lot of people have bought this figure. None of my X Plus really have ever had any problems, but this one definitely came with a lot of quality control issues. And he is definitely one of the best I've ever seen in my entire life as far as a collector. That I've been collecting for what is it, like 2 years now? Hardcore collecting. Okay, this is a stand. Usually it's kind of dusty because he's been on my my computer desk for months already. So it's kind of dusty. So you'll notice that. Okay, now I'm gonna try. I'm gonna show you guys. See if I could take this thing off. If it's possible. I don't know if I'm gonna take it off. So I'm gonna show you guys first the light up feature. The light up feature is movie accurate. Look at the box. Whoa! Look at the box right there. All right, now there's like a little button located just below his chin. I'm gonna try to show it to you guys if I can. Get the camera. Whoa. His jawline is pretty. This is a pretty fragile figure if I've ever seen one. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna try to show you guys. I want to make sure I get he's like a 5 pound weight. So when you lift him up, he's a lot like a. There you go. Okay, there we go. There's the light up feature, and just look, if this guy could not get any more awesome, he could not get any more kaijurific. And look at the light up feature, how it looks. It's true. It's movie accurate. It is truly menacing. It is so just jaw dropping. It leaves you in awe of how NECA has a really good reputation making very extremely, just kind of like SH Monster Arts and a couple of other ones I'm not remembering right now. They're very, when it comes to making articulated figures that are screen accurate, and the sculpt is just superior. This is a superior sculpt, in my opinion. It's very, very much in common with X Plus. And I know there's an X Plus 30 centimeter knife head in the 30 centimeter line, but I haven't gotten my hands on that because it would probably look awesome with my other 30 centimeter figures that I'm getting and the 25 centimeters that I have in my collection. But for the time being, I got this bad boy. He is just way too awesome. All right, I'm gonna try to look at him from this point, and as you can see, the light up. One thing I've learned about light ups that I'm not really that interested about light ups anymore. Not really. Maybe a couple figures I might want it one of these days, like the King Caesar for 25 centimeter from X Plus. But once you've had a light up, one light up for me was enough, really, and I just don't think it's worth paying more money. Unless you really want it, I mean, if you really want it, let's take a look at his eyeball. All right, if I could get it. All right, that's how he looks. The inside of his mouth is truly intimidating, monstrous. This is a monstrous figure. And, all right, I'm going to try to see if I can, what happens. I'm going to try to put him in a pose where he could stand up if it's possible, because this is, like I said, you got to be extremely careful. Those of you guys that have purchased him, he's worth every penny that I paid for him. But if you noticed, all right, I'm gonna put all right, for a second here. Put my camera down if I can. All right. Now I'm gonna try to see if I can set him down. And here he is without the stand. This is what he looks like without the stand. And he's kind of struggling to stay up. I'm kind of like freaking out here if he'll fall and one of his legs will fall off again or something like that. His tail kept falling off too, of course. So this is how he looks in an upright position. All right, now I'm going to compare him with my 18-inch, X Plus Gigantic Series Chinese version bootleg, if you call it, whatever you guys want to call it. Put the stand back on him, all right, because I don't want him to fall off. All right, because this is really what's supporting him. Yeah, one of my friends told me this is like what's supporting him really, as far as. All right, let's get him here and see if we can get him in the same frame with this massive figure from China. One of my truly favorite. Oh man, he's heavy. Oh yeah. All right, man. All right, let's put him in. Let's see if I can put him in there. All right. Whoa, this guy's like humongous. All right. I'll try to see get him in the same frame. All right. Okay, there you see. You see both of them. All right. Okay, let's look at him from this point. Okay, and he looks to be about maybe 16 inches tall, 15 and a half inches tall, because I thought he was going to be at least towards Gigantic Burning's, maybe his mouth or something like that, but he's actually a little bit shorter, but it doesn't really matter because he's truly fantastic, truly kaijurific. And all right, let's try to see if, I don't know if it's going to be possible because these are some massive figures. If any of you guys going into collecting want to collect these type of gigantic figures, you guys might want to, when you're doing camera work like this, you might want to. All right, let's look at them from here. All right, look at them away. This is what they look like together. And as you can see, the gigantic burning Godzilla it towers over him, but he looks equally as intimidating as a figure. All right, you guys. Now I'm gonna give you guys my final thoughts on this figure from Neca. All right, I gotta move this big dude out of the way. You know, once you've had gigantic figures in your collection, you kind of get used to seeing them, and then it's not really. It still blows you away, but it's not quite the same as when you first have a figure of this size or anything like that. And like I said, he's like maybe about 5 or 10 pounds, like a weight, like you're picking up a weight or something. All right, my final thoughts on this figure. This figure is, I'm going to give this figure a 10.5. It's a kaijurific release from Neca, and I think that it's probably one of the best figures in the Neca line. I really wish Neca would have made more of these, more kaiju. Maybe we could have had Scunner or something like that, you know, or Unibaba or something like that from the movie. But unfortunately, this is what we got. And let me turn off show you guys. I gotta turn off the light up feature. Okay, I'll turn it off right now, I guess. Whoa. You got to be extremely careful with this guy because I'll turn it off right now. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This guy is definitely kaijurific. He's Kaiju-tastic Media definitely approves this guy. He's one of the best I've had so far in my collection, in my growing collection. So because I'm not, like I said, I'm not like a big. I don't have a huge. My collection is huge compared to other people that is new to this, but compared to other people that I know, you know. A lot of other collectors, they have massive collections, but this is this is just another, like, how do you say, like on top of the kaiju food chain here, because once again, Knifehead is an awesome, spectacular release from Neca. Excuse me. And all right, I wish I have Scunner, another figure from the line, the 7-inch to compare him with, but I think he's in a closet somewhere. All right, guys, let me know what you guys think about this guy. Do you got this guy? You guys should honestly purchase this guy. He is just fantastic. He is awe-inspiring. He's truly monstrous. His sculpture is superior. His the movie accuracy is on point here. You know. All right, and I hope you guys have a good blessed week also, and please be careful and take care of yourself and your family. And I will see you guys real soon with another Kaiju-tastic review.